Good evening everyone and welcome to my channel. If you missed last week's video, that's because there wasn't a video. On Wednesday, I was diagnosed with COVID and I proceeded to sleep 20 hours. Isn't that rad? I had the COVID that is just complete fatigue. Needless to say, I was not filming. I'm so tired. Today was my first day back at work and I walked so many steps today. I've walked nearly 8,000 steps, and to some of you that might not seem like a lot, to some of you it might seem like a lot. But to get a good idea of how much I was walking, the day after I got diagnosed with COVID, I walked 500 steps. Because everything else was just too much for me. Isn't that fun? That was me saying I am still sick and I am tired and I'm fatigued. I am in a very fragile state right now. So I just need to watch something that's comforting and good for the soul and familiar to me. And what's more comforting than seeing your childhood trauma play on a screen? That's right, we're watching Dance Moms. Full disclaimer, I did not have an Abby Lee Miller in my life. The closest we probably got in my studio would be the ballet teachers, but ballet teachers just historically have been a little bit more brutal. Today I'm going to be watching season 1, episode 1 of Dance Moms because there is a reunion on the horizon. In 2024, apparently, there will be maybe 3 episodes. If I had to guess, probably 3 episodes, but I think I'm only like 2 years older than Maddie and I danced growing up. So for me, watching Dance Moms was like reading the opponent's playbook. I was writing down all of the lessons that Miss Abby was teaching the girls, like save your tears for the pillow, or second is the first to lose, or Jono, have you learned nothing? So that being said, let's get started. Part of the reason why I wanted to watch the first episode is because I vividly remember one mom going absolutely berserk in the very first episode. And it wasn't one of the like core mothers either. It was some preacher maybe? We shall see. We will both see in a second. As always, headphones on so you know that I am for serious. And I don't have any food today. I just have orange juice. I've gone through like 3 bottles of orange juice in the past 5 days. Isn't that insane?
Look at me. Your mother is not your coach. I am the coach. Your mother doesn't know what to do. If she did, she wouldn't bring you here.
There she is! There's a crazy mom!
I'm the teacher, I'm the mentor, I'm the professional.
Oh, not the baton! She said, I'll beat your lines in.
Today's the first day of competition
Oh.
season.
How are you?
It's the first day! They're all so little! Who is she?
I am the artistic director and the chief choreographer of the Abby Lee Dance Company right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Saute,
Oh.
coupe, Shanae,
What on earth? They just cut that music so weird. It went from like nothing to something like that. I don't remember music that well, but you heard the cut. We both heard the cut. That was weird.
I'm preparing them for a career. We do it all in my studio so that when they get to real life, they're ready. All right, girls.
She's
it's
just
our
a
first day.
baby.
I am going to do something that no other studio in the country does. Every single competition, we are doing a new routine.
Oh yeah, that's like their whole thing. It like makes sense with TV, but that is not how dance season is conducted at all. At least in my studio, we started over the summer learning group dances, and then in the fall we were like running them, perfecting them, getting all the technique right. So in the spring, when it was like actually competition season, we were all ready to go and win, because it takes a long time to like perfect a group number. So for them to learn a new dance and get the technique and choreography in sync every week is insane. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense because like for TV, you are running like a new episode every week. So I guess seeing the same routine every week would get kind of boring for viewers. But at the same time, this puts so much stress on the girls. For and what reason?
At the beginning of each week, I have kind of like a pyramid.
The
thing.
pyramid!
Everybody's always trying to get to the top of that. It goes on behavior, work ethic, attendance.
Are we sure? I know for a fact at some point, no, that's simply not how this works. And then she lied. As you'll see throughout the seasons, it's not just based off of the girls' behaviors in the dance room. No. It's outside the dance studio too. And it's their mother's behavior as well. Imagine the like emotional strain it would put on a kid for their mom's behavior to be affecting them. There's just like this weird power dynamic where the kid's like, Mom, please stop fighting. And the mom's like, I'm fighting on behalf of you. Why is there no music going on behind this? It's just silent and Abby just like projecting her voice to everyone in the studio.
Our first competition is going to be in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix? These girls are from Pittsburgh. What are they doing going out to Phoenix? Dude, you gotta think about this too. Who's paying for these kids to go to Phoenix? That's not a bus ride. And if it is a bus ride, that's a miserable bus ride. Holy cow. These moms are loaded. Like, I'm pretty sure Christy, either her husband or she sold a company. And then Dr. Holly's a full-on doctor, a principal at a school. I don't know what the other moms do. I think a few of them might be stay-at-home mothers living my dream. Now, I don't know about the whole mother thing. I'm not in my mom phase yet. I'm in my auntie phase. I'm in my young 20s, questionably hot phase.
And the next competition we're gonna win, and the next competition we're gonna win, and that's all gearing up for nationals. All this training, all this competing is about the nationals.
I don't think I've ever understood how nationals work. I have never gotten close to going to nationals. Like, do you just buy a ticket to nationals? Is that how it works? Or do you have to like win and get invited to nationals? Oh. Yes, let's get the introductions.
Kenzie, Maddie's 8 and Mackenzie's 6, and they're both dancers.
Oh, they're just little babies.
Like little dolls.
How are they in the magazines?
My ex-to-be claims that dance has ruined our marriage.
That's really ironic because the reason why Maddie and Kenzie are at the studio is because her ex-husband went to school with Abby Lee Miller. So now he's sitting here like, oh, dance has ruined our marriage. Who picked out the studio, Keith? Is that his name? I think it starts with a K. There are not many other K names. Ken? Imagine if his name was Ken. He would not be Ken enough.
Dancing is everything to us. Maddie has won everything that she's done in the last year. My boyfriend knows how much I spend on dance because he signs the checks.
Slay! Melissa, that is such a slay! She got her boyfriend paying for dance. That's not even her, like, husband or fiance.
What are you doing? Those legs are about as straight as Elton John.
Orange juice up my nose. Is it like common for dance teachers to cling on to some dead singer? For me, it was Michael Jackson. Not me. My dance teacher. We were Michael Jackson stans up in the studio. That didn't age very well. Chloe!
This is my daughter Chloe, who is 9.
Oh, she's so sweet.
I pay Abby $16,000 a year to teach my daughter dance.
How much money does she have? Cause you know darn well if she's paying $16K for her daughter's dance instruction. Chloe for sure is in a private school. In Pittsburgh? Oh, they're loaded.
I'd say that Maddie probably is Chloe's biggest competition. I think.
Dang, at her own studio.
Do you think you'll ever make it to the top of the pyramid? We can hope.
Oh.
What's up with Maddie?
She doesn't feel well at all. Like she went like this.
Maddie, I know you're not feeling well, but suck it up. We gotta get through this, okay?
Who tells a sick kid to suck it up? Abby! Smiling through the tears. Oh, man.
Why the tears?
I'm gonna do that face the next time I cry. I should not be making fun of a child. It's not making fun of her. It's just ironic.
This week, Maddie, Chloe, and Paige are doing a trio in the musical theater genre.
This is the trio. This is the trio. Period. Sorry, Kendall.
People think I'm tough, and I guess I am, but I'd rather be the one that makes your child cry in the privacy of my studio instead of crying in front of 800 people at an open audition.
Oh,
These
queens.
are my 2 daughters. This is Paige, she's 10, and Brooke is 13.
Wow.
And Paige also, last year, she won.
Did you clock that? Can we go back and look at Abby Lee Miller showing Paige how to pose? Am I gonna win? Am I winning titles, guys?
So last year, she won.
Oh, and Paige was doing it.
I was a dancer when I was younger. I have been with Abby since I was 2.5.
Slay. The fact that Kelly and Abby have such a long history together is going to come back to bite Paige and Brooke many a times. Because I feel like Kelly thinks that she can talk to Abby like a friend, but Abby is always on a power trip. So it seems. Allegedly. For legal reasons, it appears.
Competitive cheerleading.
Do you know how many kids in your class would like to be Junior Miss Dance of Pennsylvania?
They don't know what that is.
Because
That means nothing to them. Okay, y'all, it's time to get schooled by Dr. Holly.
Mia has a lot of confidence, and I think Mia has a lot of ability and talent. My goal for Mia this year is really
Mia! What was that? Watch her.
My goal for Nia this year is really for Nia to grow as a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Carnegie Mellon for my master's. And
Carnegie Mellon?
This is my crown, but I just bought it because I had to have one. I haven't won one in dance.
You haven't won it yet, but it's coming, right?
Yeah.
It's coming.
That was so sad. Oh, Kathy.
And we want to sign up for classes and we want to do competition.
Oh, do you? You just want to waltz in and do your competition? Oh, why am I literally Vivienne right now?
I own Candy Apple's Dance Center.
You see, now, Kathy doesn't give me bad vibes. She gives me, like, sweet little Ohio mom vibes. Like, I'm sure she can get nasty, but I feel like, at her core, she's not as insane as how the TV made her look. Which, I mean, honestly, that's usually how most things go.
You'll like me. I'm flamboyant and I'm funny, but just don't push my buttons and we won't have any alternative.
Period!
I would like to see her compete with you this weekend.
Oh!
This weekend.
Oh! That's the commonality between some of these dance moms. The absolute delusions that they believe in. And trust me, they think if they scream loud enough, their delulu will become trululu. Didn't that sound crazy? Didn't that sound stupid and insane? You girlies out there who believe in your delulus and want them to come trululu, this is what it sounds like when you say it out loud. The cut from complete silence to the entrance of the Dawn, the mother that will be screaming for the next few minutes. Diabolical. Watch with your eyes. This is what Dance Moms is all about. Watch with me. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm watching WWE. I should not be getting this excited about people screaming at each other.
Dawn's daughter was called into my class for a routine that she was picked special for. And she had socks and a t-shirt.
Who? Heaven forbid she has socks and a t-shirt on.
May I speak to you a minute? They all look like children.
Oh, Minister Dawn, why are you screaming?
When Jesus saw things that were wrong, he went after it. And I'll tell you what, you're not going to do this to my kid.
It's the way that she not only wanted to scream at Abby, but in her heart, the only way that she could truly express her frustration is with the fingers of Jesus Christ himself. Minister Dawn, I don't know how long she kept that title after this.
Please, at 7:12.
These students, this is the most tea they've gotten at dance in a while. Look at this girl right here, mouth agape. She's like, oh, this is happening with the cameras rolling? This was the 2010 equivalent of a Karen with an iPhone, except honey, you were caught on national television. That's so embarrassing, Dawn. The fact that she's a minister too just makes this even worse. Dare I say, more entertaining.
That maybe you're wrong.
No!
Do you not get it?
I don't get it. I know I'm right.
Why are you?
Sorry, this isn't funny.
My name's
Hey, but it is. But it is though. Like, imagine you get in a fight with someone and the strongest argument they have is, like, baby, you just look like the Grinch from the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas with this. It's the way that a lot of this is just straight up out of focus. Like, that is not a crisp image of Abby Lee Miller.
coming up. On
Wait, go back.
Remember,
Hold on. Was that a man standing behind the door?
Coming up.
Oh, it is! Oh my gosh. Do you see that producer literally just like smashed behind a door?
West Coast Dance Explosion is an amazing convention and competition. It's a big deal.
Yeah, I remember this is gonna be a very big plot point coming up. It's weird because they go back and forth with Christine Kelly's drinking. They're like, stop drinking, you drink too much. And now I agree, your daughter's dance competition might not be the place to have the cup of wine. But after being yelled at by Abby Lee Miller, I mean, I guess there were different laws. Now we're finally on to what everyone's been waiting for, the dances. We have a group, we have a trio. Let's see how we do.
Is it in? it's not in, when you're ready to go on that stage, you tell Linda Diamond or somebody backstage that you need a bobby pin, and they'll give you one.
That's solid advice, although don't grab one from the floor. You don't know whose lice that is. Now look at this. You see all of these girls over here getting ready to go on stage, and Abby's over here just with Maddie, and her arm is around Maddie. It's almost like she only cares about one kid. Let's address the real elephant in the room. It's weird how Abby singled Maddie out.
Stop it. Late.
Huh?
Don't know what they're doing.
Abby! You see now, usually whenever you get your video back from a competition, you hear the judge's commentary on it with a bunch of critiques and corrections. The contrast is right now we're getting Abby Lee Miller's commentary on the performance, which it's a bit more insulting than what a judge would give a group.
Third place with a score of 274 goes to Party.
No! Sorry, that's just the way that they were all reacting. So they got third, and everyone's so bummed that they lost, which in my opinion, third is still pretty good. But now it's up to the trio, and I remember this trio because something catastrophic happens, and it's to our favorite girl. The crowd favorite, not Abby's favorite. She's gonna do a side aerial.
Chloe's doing her
Oh, she fell out of it because she can't see. Ew, listen to how they edited the sound for this. It's like they were definitely trying to get rid of all the crowd noise, but the way it turned out was just very... It's almost like you're in a chamber.
What's your deal?
We need to talk.
The way that just low-key gave me PTSD. We need to talk. If anyone's ever come up to you and said, we need to talk, you know the fear. You just know. I don't need to elaborate on that.
It came forward. What did you want me to do?
You're in the bar having a drink and her headpiece is falling off.
She's fine. She's fine. It's my number.
First place goes to Abby Lee Dance Company Pin-Up Girls.
And they still won. And they still won.
Setting us up for another Maddie Chloe showdown.
Chloe is my biggest competitor. I think I'm a little bit better than her because I've won many awards.
I think it's really interesting how they set that up within like the pilot episode, the Maddie Chloe showdown, because, and I'm taking my headphones off for this, Abby Lee Miller has admitted to not wanting Chloe to win, and yet, quote, that kid won all the time. Imagine how much potential Chloe had that was just squashed by Abby not wanting her to win. That's insane to me. So that was the first episode of Dance Moms. Did y'all like it? Like is such a weird word when it comes to this because it's like you're literally watching kids get traumatized in real time. I like to look at it in a retroactive mindset. Like, yes, it did shape me as a dancer, but also like rewatching it back, it was not exactly produced well, which I don't know. It kind of adds to like a grunge aspect of it. Dance Moms is grunge. It's vintage. What am I saying? Clearly I enjoyed it. So that's all that matters on this channel. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me, subscribe to the channel. I post videos every Friday at 6 p.m. unless I am sick. I've now had 2 weeks in which I've missed an upload. First, because I had laryngitis and could not speak. And second, because I had COVID and could not get up. So I don't know if my work can take those as excuses, then I think y'all can too. Please leave a comment telling me that I did a good job. I thrive off of words of affirmation. But yeah, have a good day. Peace.